color red. In a world full of black and white.
Brace for the change, brace for the rage, brace for the wave.
I've been going through it.
Y'all know the pain, driving insane, deep in your veins.
Y'all know how I prove it.
Steer through the lanes, gripping the grain. Miles an hour, yeah, miles of fluid. Mask on, asking, why should I do it? Because no one is moving. I came from the swamp, the mud. Algorithm told me I was the plug. Fear for the fiend, you know what I mean. I've been through all of the lesson and hugs, and that is because I've been all hope will enter here. So listen clear, I made your dreams. Fireflies don't disappear.
Everywhere. And every once in a while, it would be.
What's up, everybody? We are back for another episode of Fireflies Forever, and by the photo and title, as you can see, we have a lot to talk about. So welcome to everyone in the chat. Let me shout you out real quick. We've got Clown, we've got Dylan McClure, Jeremy Dunderman, KJ Carter, Ishi. Hello, welcome to all of you. And as always, I am joined by my good friend here, Chris. How are you this week, man?
Doing all right. How about yourself?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. You know, my team didn't make it to this weekend. There were some great games and there were some tough games. But I don't know. It's something else. So
I think I would almost rather my team didn't make it than go in and get their rival.
Yeah, get bounced in the first round to your rival. Yeah, that's a tough situation. Hey Deanna, hey Sean Rousset. WWE is still boring. Try something new. Okay. All right. Well, we enjoy it, so we try to find joy in everything. So we'll keep talking about it. So but yeah, it's tough. And then obviously today, if you're an NFL fan, and especially if you're in the AFC North, Mike Tomlin stepping down as the head coach.
Yeah, I did not expect to see that.
Yeah, so I mean, you talk about going from Harbaugh and Tomlin to neither one of them being in the chat. Wow. Like
yeah, that's crazy. There's going to be some shakeups for next year, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're going. So yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff. So the Eagles are out, so we are getting a brand new Super Bowl champ this year. So a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world of football.
Yeah, at least there were some really good games. I mean, all but like a couple of them were pretty good games. So
yeah, there were some really, really good games. But
I sent Jeff a picture. I was wearing Jodie's Panthers jersey and pulling for them this weekend. I thought they almost did it. They almost pulled it off.
Almost, man. Almost.
And I was going to see it, though, that, so much she saw of the Panthers, they were not very good. So, I wish she could have seen them this year. They were definitely turning things around. I am hopeful that they can do better in the future.
Yeah, that division, I mean, it's been one of the worst in the league over the last several years. I feel like if Harbaugh goes to Atlanta, which a lot of people are thinking, that division could get a lot better, a lot faster. But we're going to talk football again here shortly. So if folks want to hear about a little more football, give us a minute. We'll get there. But as we always do, well, first, let me get here first. This is our schedule for the week. Big week for TNA Wrestling. Debut episode of TNA Thursday Night Impact on AMC will be this Thursday. As a result of that, our watch along time has changed to 8:30 p.m. Eastern instead of 7:45. So again, this Thursday, brand new time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Come join us for that. That is also the go home show for TNA Genesis, which is Saturday. Come join us for that at 6:45 p.m. Eastern for that watch along. So hopefully, Chris, if you get a chance, if you can join us. If you can't, we completely understand. But huge week in TNA for sure. So,
yeah, I'm definitely excited to see. I feel like TNA is going to make a really big impact, pun intended.
Yes.
With this new deal on AMC and then going into Genesis too. I'm really excited to see what they do. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some big surprises or something like that along those lines happening.
Yeah, well, we've already gotten one major announcement that AJ Styles.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, yeah, big stuff can happen. So come join us on Thursday and Saturday for those shows of TNA. But as we always do, we start the show off with memories. So, Chris, I will turn it over to you to set this up, and then we'll take it away.
Yeah, I found a cute little video I thought I'd show this week of back when Logan was really little. He was. I've showed some videos before. He was super into the Firefly Funhouse. Used to love watching those episodes over and over and repeating them and stuff. And found one here of him talking about when Alexa Bliss was on the Funhouse. He really liked her. So I thought it was pretty cute.
All right. So we'll talk about it on the other side.
Looks like I saved the best surprise for last.
And our fun is just getting started.
Bye! Bye, Alexa Bliss!
I love it.
Yeah, that was too cute not to share.
I know. How old was he there again?
Oh gosh, probably 2.
2.
Somewhere around that, probably.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I remember I would get videos that we would share on the show sometimes, and he would just be all into it, repeating.
Oh yeah. He
promos.
Episodes he could quote word for word, especially the Muscle Man dance episodes. That was his favorite.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. He's so grown up now, so that's
next Monday he's turning 8 years old. We're actually going out of town this weekend for his birthday.
Okay, awesome. 8 years old, man, time flies by.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, let's get to some artwork, shall we? Got some good stuff again this week with some great artists. So it's going to be the same folks again. So, folks, I'm not going to push the alarm yet, but all I'm going to say is get some artwork in here. So, first up, the very talented Nicole Barnes. I still got to get used to saying it.
Yeah.
But Nicole Barnes, our dear friend and family member of the channel. This is amazing as always.
Yeah, I saw this and my jaw dropped. I mean, not only is the artwork itself incredible, but then the way she added lights to it to look like fireflies, like, man, she needs to start selling stuff. I would buy this piece in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean, if she sold this stuff, I mean, for one, she'd make a killing, and two, I don't know that she'd be able to keep up with the demand.
Yeah.
Because this is so amazing. So, then also from Nicole here, this is.
Yeah, I love this. Just there's something cool and special about just a pencil sketch sometimes, and this just captures it. That Wyatt family vibe. It's great.
Yeah, it's great, man. This is awesome. And then the last one is from Brittany. So I like this one too.
Oh yeah, that's really good too.
Yeah, I really like this one.
Old school Bray.
Yeah, she sent me this one. I was like, yeah, I definitely got to share that one. So Yeah, so thank you all. Thank you, Chris, for sharing. Thank you to Nicole and to Brittany for sharing your talents, and to all the talented artists out there. Thank you all. Like we greatly appreciate you and all the wonderful art that you share with all of us. So thank you so much. So, Chris, we teased it. We said we're going to talk about football a little bit. So, I listen. There is no secret. I am a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. Have been for over 30 years. Well over 30 years at this point. So the Carolina Panthers are a rival. But before I really got into the whole rivalry thing, they were my states, or our states, North Carolina and South Carolina, our first professional team. And, like we had the college football, we had all of that, but the Panthers were it. That first year they played at Clemson University. I don't know how many people know that don't know a lot about the Panthers' history, but that first year they played at Clemson.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it was really cool because, you could go to Clemson, see their games, and if you had which they didn't do this a lot, but if you had a home game for Clemson and you ended up having a home game for the Panthers, that was a heck of a weekend.
Wow.
But yeah, so it was really, really cool to see them go from what they were starting out. And I want to say in their second year, they made it to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, it was something like that. I know it was pretty early in their
It
team.
was early on because that same year, Jacksonville, who came in with them as expansion teams, made the AFC Championship game. Like, it was this cool story. And then, you get to love the team and everything. And then, I have a lot of friends who have teams in the NFC South just based on where we grew up, who we pull for that kind of thing. And Jodie obviously was one of them. And we'd have our little rivalry and everything when the Panthers and Bucks would play. And, it was fun. And then we had a good conversation back and forth about Baker Mayfield at one point. Man, it's just it was good to see them in the playoffs and do what they did, Chris. And I just wanted to.
Oh, and I'm proud of them. Not even being a directly Panthers fan myself, but pulling on Jodie's behalf, I'm super proud of them. They not only to get themselves in the playoff, but they almost won that game. They played great in that game. No shame at all in them. I think we might see them back in the playoffs again next year.
I agree. They have a young team, but a talented team. So, yeah, I exhale on behalf of the Buccaneers because the next several years with Bryce Young at the helm and Xavier Legette and Rico Dowdle, Chuba Hubbard, whoever else they have, Nick Scorton on the defense, that's going to be a problem for a lot of people. So yeah, good to see them. I'll tell you this, though. I can tell you who didn't want to see this next team. That was Oregon. Sorry, Tazzy. Woo, man, if there was ever a game where it was like, hey, there's a woodshed.
Yeah.
That was a woodshed game.
Yes,
you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. But what did you think about the Hoosiers beating up on the Ducks and earning their way to play against the U in the national championship game next week?
Obviously, I'm excited. I never in my lifetime thought that I would ever see this. I've been a long time Hoosier fan, but we've always, as everyone always says, we've always been a basketball school, not a football school. So got to see some, a lot of talent and some championships and stuff in basketball, but I never thought I'd see it in football. We were one of the worst programs ever in college football history for the longest time. So it's a nice change of pace to get to see us actually be good and be number one and all those things. So yeah, I'm loving every minute of it. Don't know how long it's going to last. I hope it lasts for a while. We'll see. but I'm definitely going to enjoy it and really pulling for them to beat Miami. They're a tough team, but we've been destroying everyone so far, so it's definitely a possibility that IU could win their first national championship next Monday.
I think it's a very strong possibility because, man, looking at that team, my gosh, that was a beat.
Yeah, we've just continued to get better and better throughout the season, and now in the playoffs, we're the first team in the last 2 years to have a bye and actually win their game coming off a bye. I can't believe no other team had done that.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So if you all want to watch the national championship game along with someone next week with a cool party environment, as is your place, go check out his channel.
Just make sure and remind him that Oregon's not there.
Yes. On behalf of Chris.
That's right.
And he will probably be on a little bit later on in the show. So if you want to give him a hard time later on, folks in the chat, and I know Chris will, give him a hard time. Give him a hard time. Yeah. It's all good. It's all in good fun. So, and then bringing it back to the wrestling world before we get into our theories and discussion, what did you think about Drew McIntyre winning?
Yeah, I was. It's weird. Like I didn't think I would say this. I'm a huge Cody fan. Have been for a long time, but I'm actually glad they did this. I actually thought it was going to happen sooner. I was surprised the last 2 matches that he had with Cody that he didn't win and take the title off him. Then I thought if he didn't win it here, they were going to just ruin Drew McIntyre. And I'm not the biggest Drew McIntyre fan, but he's a very talented wrestler. He's a great heel. I'm a huge CM Punk fan, so he's not my favorite, but I acknowledge the talent and his heel work and everything. And so I thought it was a good thing that he won this. I think it's going to be interesting. Cody's run got a little stale for me, so I'm glad they're changing things up. You don't normally see that at this point in the year. Usually they wait till WrestleMania for that, so I thought that was a nice surprise to get a big title change early in the year like that. Nice to shake things up like that. And yeah, I'm digging it. Can't wait to see what happens next.
Yeah, it was definitely boring. Getting boring, I would say. And I hate to use the word boring.
Yeah.
But it maybe boring is not the word, maybe predictable.
Yeah.
It's the word I would use. I think it was getting very predictable, like you said, stale. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, and maybe I'm completely wrong, but I feel like in seeing Cody the last couple times, I think some of the chatter was getting to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's also a good reason why this happened too.
Yeah.
And listen, no disrespect to Drew because Drew earned this.
Oh yeah, he definitely deserves this, 100%.
Yeah, he deserves it. I mean, think about it. When he was champ during the pandemic era, he didn't get to do that in front of fans.
Mm-mm.
It was the Thunderdome.
Yep. Then he won it again and had it taken after 5 minutes.
Like 5 minutes, yeah. So it was like, can you really even count that? So,
yeah, I heard something really cool. They just had a house show in Glasgow, Scotland. Sold over 11,000 tickets for a house show because people wanted to see Drew with the belt there. I thought that was very cool for him in his home country like that.
Yeah, and I think to Deanna's point here, I think for me, the challenge with face champions, and we talked about this on Sunday, but the challenge with face champions oftentimes ends up being that they're booked to almost look like they just have no clue of what's going on outside of them. They have no clue of their surroundings. It's just, I'm going to trust this person. And I'm going to do. It's like, no, you wouldn't behave that way in the real world. So, you want to see them written a little more realistically and take some of those chances in terms of character, I think. So, but, listen, I'm not an expert. None of us are. We're fans. We love it. But I think for us to see a little bit more depth would be something, would be a challenge going forward.
Yeah, I don't know how true this is, but I thought it was interesting nonetheless. Supposedly, on the behind the scenes of all this, that was a last minute decision that happened the day of to give Drew the title, and the people pushing for it was Cody and Drew themselves. They were both on the same page of wanting Drew to win that. So I thought that was really cool of Cody that he really pushed for that, supposedly.
Yeah. That's if that's, you know, like you said, if the reporting is accurate, that was an awesome awesome thing to do. So,
and I think, you know, I've seen a lot of people want them to turn Cody heel. I don't know if I necessarily want a full on heel turn. I'd like to see his character adapt a little bit and be maybe just a little less babyface, but I don't know if going full on the other way is right either, because obviously he still is one of their biggest faces, one of their biggest merch sellers, popular with the kids and stuff like that. So I don't know if they want to totally burn all that, but I would like to see them maybe adapt a little bit. Maybe he could ride the line a little bit. I think that might be good for Cody.
Add a little edge.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, don't be the cookie cutter generic face.
Yeah.
I said this on Sunday, and then I said this on Sunday. I feel like he's this generation's John Cena.
Oh yeah, feels a lot that way. But hopefully he doesn't end up going down the way John Cena did.
That path. Yeah,
I was that way too. I was early on. I was a huge John Cena fan. Then I got to where I couldn't stand him.
Yeah, because it almost felt like rinse and repeat at times.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, Kevin. Hey, Alicia, how are you? Hey, you're right on time, Alicia. We don't take off for being late. You're right on time. So, as a matter of fact, we're just about to get into our theories and our discussion. And I want to kick this off by saying this. There's a little bit different twist to this week's things that we'll be discussing, because I had someone send me like a long DM. I won't out the person, but it was like a very long DM, and they were like, listen, love Fireflies forever, love having the discussion, love talking about the theories. Is it possible for folks to submit questions and theories to discuss ahead of time? So what I wanted to do today is throw out a couple of those, see how they work, and if it's something that we like as a family, as a community, then why not give it a chance? So, Chris, you cool with that?
Yeah, sounds like a great idea to try.
All right, man. So let's get into some theories and discussion. And again, unless you have not been able to see SmackDown, which I don't think, if you're looking at this video, if you're here right now, I think you are probably well aware that Solo and the MFTs not only defeated the Wyatt Sicks, but they also, and by they I mean Solo, took Bray's lantern. So my first question for you, Chris, and chat is this: did Solo take the lantern as a declaration of war or a warning? Is this a sign that Solo is signaling that he's targeting the Wyatt Sicks directly, or is he trying to send a message to the WWE as a whole that he's the king of darkness now?
I think it's more directed at the Wyatts themselves. I mean, he said in one of his very first promos, we still don't really know why he all of a sudden decided to target them, but he said he was going to take everything from them. And there's not much bigger thing than you can take from them than the lantern. I mean, that's all about Bray and his legacy and everything. And so, yeah, that was a crucial piece that he stole. I'm curious to see what everybody in the chat thinks about that. I've seen I've been looking online at some people's reactions to that, and a lot of it's very polarizing what people think about Solo stealing the lantern. So I'm curious to see what you guys think.
very polarizing. I would say. Some of the things that I saw on social media following that, I was wondering if people truly understood that this is, in fact, a storyline on a television show. While we're all passionate, I understand it, but certain things, certain places, we don't need to take it. So
yeah.
I'll just leave it at that. So, Clown said, and this is a great comparison.
That is.
Reminds me of when Punk stole the urn.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That is a really good comparison.
Really strong comparison there. I like that. Yes, it definitely reminds me of that. And I mean, look at that smug look on his face.
Yeah.
Look at that smug look. And look at how see me personally, if I saw the dude in the background looking at me the way Howdy is looking at him, I would probably be like, my bad, here you go.
Yeah.
I saw this fall down and I just wanted to pick it up for you and just make sure they get broken or misplaced.
Yeah, just like with Punk and the Undertaker, I don't think he quite knows what he's messing with here.
Right. So to that effect, I want to ask this question. Let me get to a couple comments first, and then I want to ask this next question, Chris. Solo is definitely holding the lantern until we get Uncle Howdy versus Solo for the lantern at WrestleMania. Says
that would
Calvin.
be a really interesting match.
I like that. Kevin saying people take wrestling serious for no reason, sending that it's ridiculous. Like,
no one should be getting death threats over what they do in the ring.
No, gosh, no. Sean would say Solo wants the smoke. He is playing mind games with the Wyatt Sicks. He may not like the outcome. I agree with that. So let's get to that. Does Solo understand the power and symbolism of Ray's lantern, or is he unleashing something he isn't prepared for? Is he tapping into Bray's legacy intentionally, or has he crossed a line with consequences he didn't see coming? Chris and chat.
I think that he doesn't see the Wyatts as much of a threat. He really thinks the MFTs are better than them, so much so that there's not even a concern. So I don't think he just is, he's focused on really just trying to get at them, and he knows that Bray is a sensitive subject for them, obviously. So, as we've seen in multiple promos of his, he's been referencing Bray and talking about he's got the whole world in his hands and everything. So he knows that gets at the Wyatts, but I don't think he realizes that how much is going to come back on him. The backlash for this, I feel, is going to be pretty severe.
Yes. It's going to be severe. And here's the question that I think a lot of people are asking right now. Is this going to be the catalyst for the Wyatt Sicks going darker?
That would be interesting. I saw something that somebody noted that Howdy had a new mask this week, and you could see from the side of it. And I don't, who knows if this is meant to be a tease or not, or maybe they were just making it more comfortable for him to wear or something. But it looked an awful lot like the Fiend mask. If you look at the side of it, compare it to the Fiend mask that Bray wore, they look almost identical in how they're fit around the face and everything. So I don't know. Could be a little tease of things to come. We'll have to wait and see. But I did think that was interesting.
Yeah. And so Clown is saying it would be great if the power within the lantern corrupts him. We're going to get back to that in a second. I could definitely see the lantern haunting Solo. He definitely messed up.
That would be cool if they're like backstage or something with it sitting there and it starts glowing or something, and just starts like weird things start happening to them or something. That would be a really cool angle.
Yeah.
If the lantern is trying to get itself back to Howdy.
Yeah. Sean saying, you read my mind. I mentioned before I want to see a more sinister side
This would
So
definitely be a good reason to bring that out if they were going to go that way. I mean, that look on Howdy's face says it all. Like, he was not happy, so I could definitely see him being, it's one thing that to make comments about his brother and say take his lines and everything. That stings, but nothing stings more than taking this object that is a physical representation of your brother.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, so we've got a lot of different theories here. I want to get to this one. So my next question was actually this, and Chris can vouch for me on this. Is the lantern going to transform Solo, or is it bait set by Uncle Howdy? Fans are divided on this. So some think Solo is absorbing some power from the lantern. Others think the Wyatt Sicks wanted him to take the lantern to manipulate him. What side do you fall on that?
I don't think they wanted him to take the lantern. To me, that just doesn't add up. It's too precious to them. I can't see them wanting that, especially the way Howdy looked after getting beaten and seeing him with the way he reached out and everything. I don't know. I don't think that's it. I think that this was definitely Solo's doing, and he came up with that idea to do that. But I definitely think the Wyatts will be coming after it. I don't think they wanted him to have it.
Yeah, I mean, by their reactions, and again, maybe they're playing us too, but by their reactions, I don't think that was we set the trap for him. We got him. I don't think that's the case at all. I think he took that. And,
I'd be surprised if that was the direction they were going.
Yeah, and to say it not so eloquently, he done effed up. That's what I think now. I think he's in a world of trouble here. I think it would be interesting though if they were, and I know that it gets into the realm of supernatural, but him taking some form of power or influence or something from the lantern. How would people feel about that? Chris, how would you feel about that? Until it gets back to Howdy, Solo kind of gets some benefit from it.
It would be interesting. I don't think it would be too bad or too supernatural or anything. I mean, we've already seen that in years past before, like we're saying with the urn. I mean, how many different people took the urn over the years and even harnessed power off of it? And we saw that in some matches and stuff where people would be in possession of the urn and almost overpower the Undertaker until he got it back, and then you'd see this surge in him that he got some power from it. So as long as I don't play too heavily into that, they would make it like they've done before with that. I don't see a problem with it.
Well, I know, several years ago there was this big controversy with, should they be a supernatural group or, should they be more of a group based in reality? And, I know that was pretty dividing, if I can remember. So I guess that's my question is for people in the chat, what would you like to see? Would you like to see supernatural aspects or elements, not completely going supernatural, but aspects and elements, especially given the significance of the lantern? Is that something you'd like to see?
Yeah, I think we keep bringing up the Undertaker, but I feel like that's the model they should follow. Like, Undertaker always was based in reality. I mean, his primary focus was wrestling in the ring and winning championships and things like that. But he always carried that supernatural aspect, did some supernatural things, had the spookiness and everything around him. So I feel like that was a good model. And if they stick to that, I mean, I never heard anyone complain that the Undertaker was too supernatural or anything like that. So I feel like as long as they go that route, and I never did really think Bray got too supernatural either, but there were some things that I could understand people not liking as much and stuff. But yeah, I feel like that they can easily walk that line and have most people would enjoy it. I mean, you're not going to win 100% of fans over anyway. So
Right. Yeah. I mean, like you said, you're never going to make everybody happy.
mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think a large portion of people want to see more supernatural elements. And I just saw, I think Clown say it, the groups don't have to be supernatural.
No.
But the lantern,
And that's the perfect thing about the lantern. It already kind of has this supernatural aspect because it's tied to Bray and his soul or whatever, you know, this
right.
representation of someone that we lost. So it already kind of has, just like the urn, it already has kind of a supernatural aspect to it anyway, and people are okay with that because of what it represents. So yeah, I feel like that's a good way to go about it, is using an object like that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's the cool thing about what they can do with this, is that they can take this and use the lantern that way, and not completely jump the shark, as some people would suggest, by making this more supernatural than what it is at the moment. So I
just thought of hearing somebody talk about Alexa. I don't think we'll see this because it doesn't, you know, she still is kind of tied to the whole Charlotte and the tag team thing. But it would be a cool, interesting way to bring her in, if she was the one to go retrieve the lantern and bring it to the Six. That would be pretty cool.
That would be an interesting way to bring her into the fold. Now, here's my question on that, because that's just too good to go past. Here's my question with that, though. Does she have to atone upon returning it, or is her returning it atonement enough?
I actually think returning it might be enough. Like, maybe that's how they get around the whole thing of, you know, her betraying Bray. I mean, that I feel like that would definitely right that wrong of, you know, returning the lantern to them.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I think that would probably. I think she'd be cool with just returning that. You know, I don't think she would necessarily need to do anything else from that. But I want to hear from the chat too. Like, what do you guys think if that were to happen, and if she were the one to return the lantern, is she all square? Let us know what you think. Let's see here. I don't know how people would take this, but the longer Solo has the lantern, you see it playing mind games with Solo, like hearing Bray or Fiend laugh.
I love that idea. Love it. I would love this, if he's going to have it for a while, if they are leading to like a match at WrestleMania or something. Yeah. That would be really cool to see the lantern and start messing with them. I love that idea.
Yeah. So I guess that's my question then. Like, how would you?
What if it even messed with him and drove them so crazy that they actually wanted to return it themselves?
Right.
Thing away from me.
Right. Like, that's. He comes running back with it, like, dude. Like, nah, I can't do this, man. You can't do this to me. Like, you can have it back. It's yours. I'm sorry, my bad. We won't mess with you again.
Yeah, like Amazing Guy said, it curses them. What if they, like, bad things start happening to them now and they start losing all their matches or whatever, as long as they've got the lantern?
Right? Yeah, that would be so.
There's so much. That's why I love this. You know, Jeff texted me when after this happened to see what I thought about it, and I know a lot of Wyatt fans are not happy with them stealing it. I like it because it adds so much interesting potential to the storyline. And this storyline's been fantastic between them. And that just takes it even deeper as to what they could do with this. There's so many different directions they could go with this. I can't wait to see what happens.
Same here, man. It's so great. It's Heather saying, so in other words, a Danhausen curse.
Hey, I heard a rumor he might be coming to WWE, so
man,
we can tie him into this.
we talked about him earlier. He's here now.
He wasn't ready for that.
He wasn't ready for it. So Tazzy, you come in on the heels of two discussions, okay?
Okay. What we got?
The first one is not going to be a pleasant one for you. So
okay. I think I heard. I was listening to the show, so I know.
Yeah. So I just want to ask you, how are you doing today after the thorough and absolute, I mean, just woodshed activities that were going
I had
on?
some friends coming back from Atlanta, and they were saying how there's all these dead ducks on the road on the way back.
Oh, I thought that what that smell was. Oh crap! Oh, damn. I ain't gonna lie. During the game, it hurt. More hurt during the game than anything, right? But afterwards, I'm like, dude, are we playing an NFL team right now? Because that's exactly who we were playing. If you guys don't know the philosophy of Indiana, instead of getting high school players, they actually get the already ready players, if that makes sense. So they're already NFL ready players. So like, okay. I don't know what's the point of having being in college for this, but okay, that's totally fine.
Basically, what you're saying is Alabama North.
Yeah,
Alabama North, yeah. They can probably beat some NFL teams, the Titans.
I was talking to somebody about that today. I want to see the Hoosiers versus the Jets. I think the Hoosiers can take them.
They demolished the Jets.
And the Jets still wouldn't get an interception.
Yeah.
That's
they
crazy.
didn't have an interception all season. First time that's happened for an NFL team.
I'm more. I understand because it's actually going to help us out because honestly, that means our quarterback is not ready. That means he's going to come back for another year. So perfect. Right. So that if it helps, even though in the portal we're getting everybody's player. We got too many players.
Yeah.
Slow it down. This portal was trying to drive me crazy, honestly, because mainly because the reason why we couldn't really run in the first place, because two of our running backs decided they want to go in the portal. I'm like, don't you want to win a championship first?
Right.
That's like, all right, whatever.
Tazzy, I'm a not prolong your pain, because I know it's painful. Listen, I don't know how many years ago this was, but the year that Clemson, and this was before they got really good, the year that they made it to the Orange Bowl and played West Virginia, I still get people picking at me saying West Virginia just scored another touchdown. Like all these years, and it's been at least 15 years.
Wow.
I still get that to this day because it was like 70 to whatever. Geno Smith just went crazy on the Tigers. But anyway, I feel your pain. I understand.
Think about that. You just said Geno Smith.
I know, right? I know. Listen, Geno Smith and Pat White. There's a throwback.
That's a Pat. Well, dang.
Yeah.
Man.
Pat White, all those. Yeah. So
former Dolphin. Oh wow.
Yep. So they killed us that game. So
I do want to say this though.
Yes, sir.
This is going off the college thing. For you Steeler fans,
we talked about that too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry, but so sorry because me in the North. We're the only team that have a coach. Which, by the way, the only reason why we have a coach is because the Bengals are too scared to fire their coach. But anyway,
right, y'all are the only team right now in the North that has a coach. That's crazy.
Yeah, which probably ain't gonna last too long if you don't do it next year. But anyway, yeah.
So Tazzy, I gotta ask you. We were just having a discussion. Two things I want to ask you about the about this feud in particular. First question. How bad did Solo screw up by taking this lantern? And two, do you think that it's cool now to introduce some more supernatural elements into this storyline and for the Wyatt Sicks?
Yes, and yes. Okay, I'm gonna go through it. First of all, why would you pick up a lantern that don't belong to you? And you're seeing the person that had it before Howdy. It was even more crazier. The dude turned into a fiend. so you decided like, hey, I want to pick this up and take it with me. I don't know. I know he had kids. I can see him having it in the house. It's like, hey kids, look what I got. And they look at it like, is that Bray's? And then next thing you know, you hear voices at night. You probably hear the fiend laugh, and then turn around. If you really hear Bray's voice, we have some issues. We have some huge issues going on. Yeah, I think he lost his mind. Can we have a later on the pole match coming up?
Well, listen, somebody said earlier in the chat that what they could do is it could be Howdy versus Solo at Mania for the lantern. So I think is a cool concept. But I think that's really cool. So I'm gonna do some rapid fire real quick. Okay, we're gonna go a little bit back and forth. These are some of the questions that we got from that long DM that I was telling everyone about earlier. But I think these are really good. So here's the first one. Are the Wyatt Sicks trying to convert the MFTs or destroy them? Their interactions feel personal. Do you think the Sicks see the MFTs as potential followers or as obstacles that must be erased?
I think they definitely, if they weren't already before, they definitely are just wanting to eliminate them. I mean, I feel like the MFTs really kind of started this with the Wyatts, so they were just kind of going along with it. But now that they've crossed the line, I think they're going to just totally obliterate MFT.
Gotcha. Tazzy.
Yeah. What's the end goal here? What's the end goal? Well, like when the things we need to think about is like we want these good battles, but we don't want to mess up what Solo got doing with the whole thing as well, because that would just destroy the whole show technically. And then we are going to have then we won't have no battles in the future in the past, because once this is over, they're going to relive this later on in life and like, hey, you remember when I'm coming at you again? You know what I mean? So I don't want what happened to the. I know this sounds weird. I don't want what happened to Solo's group to happen what happened to the Bloodline, because kind of I get why they had to destroy the whole thing, because it was 5 years, but at the same time, we could have kept something going on between that. Somebody could have been the replacement leader. I know they tried to do Solo in there, but he's not ready. It's got to be somebody. You could Jacob Fatu would have been a perfect thing. It could have been a perfect idea. And don't be shocked that he get some kind of, in a weird way, gets back in this situation, or he find his group himself.
Because there are other members of the Bloodline just not in WWE yet. Before I get to the next one, I want to ask Alicia's. Have you noticed that Solo is the only one without face paint on? Could that change now that he has the lantern?
That is interesting. I have wondered that why he's the only one that doesn't. So that would be interesting to see. I will definitely be looking out for changes in Solo now that he's in possession of the lantern, whether it be that or changes in his demeanor or anything. I definitely could see something happening.
Yeah, Taz, you think that's going to change now with the lantern?
You never know. It's a big possibility. I would not be not for it. But if it don't happen, it don't happen. But I don't know. I expected something weird to happen while he has the lantern. I mean, there's come on. He wouldn't just take the letter and nothing happens. That's just like that's not bad logic on everything on the booking aspects and everything. Like, so he got the lantern and nothing's happening. I don't think that's not how that's supposed to go.
Yeah.
So
the next question here: why do the MFTs seem so unbothered by the chaos the Wyatt Sicks create? Are they fearless, oblivious, or are they hiding a deeper connection to the Wyatt lore that hasn't been revealed yet? We'll go Tazzy and then Chris on this one.
I say they're probably one of those people that just don't know what they're getting themselves into. If that makes sense. So until the Wyatt Sicks actually do some crazy, excuse me for saying this, some crazy shit, they're not gonna be scared. Yeah. They're not gonna be scared. So now that like we're going back to the lantern, now that they have the lantern, crazy things can happen.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Chris, what do you think, man?
Yeah, I think, they're all pretty young, and, people like that they want to act like badasses and stuff. So I think that they're just trying to act tough and not be intimidated by it. But I have a feeling before the end of this feud, we'll see them intimidated about something from the Wyatt Sicks.
Yes. Yeah, I always go back to the comparisons to like The Godfather and storylines like that, where you get a young boss who thinks he knows everything.
Mm-hmm.
He understands every danger in the world, and then he finds out, oh no, I really didn't know what I was getting into. So yeah. But Clown says 3 out of the 4 were raised by Haku. They're not scared. That's very true.
That's very true. Yeah.
All right. So the next one is: could the MFTs be unintentionally fueling the Wyatt Sicks rise? Some fans believe the MFT's aggression is exactly what Uncle Howdy wants. Are the MFTs playing into the Wyatt Sicks psychological game? We'll start with Chris this time.
I think they're definitely capitalizing on it. Like I said, I think the MFTs kind of started this fight, but the Wyatts are definitely using it to their advantage. I mean, I feel like they're really getting more over with the fans, loving the reactions I'm hearing during their matches and stuff. And like during their entrance at this match in Germany, everyone there had their lights on for the Fireflies. Like it's awesome to see. So I definitely, if it wasn't intentional, they're still definitely taking advantage of it anyway.
Tazzy, what do you think, man?
How can I do this? Well, this is what I think. I feel like I'm trying to do this in weird, in crazy words. Crazy words. Okay, there we go. I think they didn't think they was going to actually take the lantern. I think that's one thing they didn't know. They're like, they took the lantern. Like, can you imagine like looking around each other like they just took the? Did you guys see? Did you just see that? Come on. Oh, you know what this means. You know what this means. We're going to have to go. Yep. Mm-hmm. We're going to have to go medieval on date.
On that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely don't think they intended that. Otherwise, they probably would have had it guarded better. It was just sitting there.
Yeah. So now they probably had a plan, but now they have a real good plan. So, so
All right, Ishii, I'm gonna ask this one, and then I'll save the other two for next week because they're really good. And I want to get into those two. So, Ishii says, "Does Uncle Howdy cost Solo his match on Friday, Chris?"
I think so. I mean, I think that's just the beginning of the payback we're going to see. But I definitely think that the Wyatts will somehow interfere or distract him or something so that he loses that match. They're definitely going to want to make sure he doesn't win anything or advance himself right now.
Yeah. Tazzy.
Let's just throw it like this out there. If some randomly out of the blue, just like, oh no, if you start seeing things like you see in the Fiend outside of the ring, you might want to say that you just probably effed up. I'll just throw it out there. Here's something crazy. You guys ready for this? And I know WWE can do it. If the lanterns start floating, yowie wowie, you effed up. And I can see that happening because I think they did that with the Iron before, so they could definitely do with this.
Oh, I love that idea, Clown.
Yeah, I like that too, Clown. Clown says Solo comes out with the lantern for the match towards the end. The lantern flickers and starts smoking. Solo freaks out and it costs him the match. I like that.
Yeah, I think that's I don't remember what storyline that was, but I think the Undertaker Iron did that before and it scared the mess out of somebody. I forgot who it was. And yeah.
Yeah. So I think there's so much that can happen from here and so many good theories and everything. Last final question here from Alicia. Alicia asked, could the Wyatts call on some pals maybe? Remember, they still have the souls of Demon Finn, Seth, Alexa, and others maybe need a Strowman. So, Tazzy, you think they call on some pals, or you think they got this one?
Alexa's definitely a big choice right there. I could definitely see that. Demon Finn, we gotta keep an eye on that. The reason why we gotta keep an eye on that because he's slowly changing as well on Mondays. So we gotta keep an eye on that. I heard some rumors that he wants to bring the Demon back, but he wants to bring it back as a character that is unstoppable character, if that makes any kind of sense. So they screwed this up before. They should have never had him lose. I have never seen before he brought himself in the main roster, have never lost with the Demon. And they screwed that up. So let's go back and rephrase what happened, and I think we can actually pull some out with the Demon Finn Balor because, well, why not? Why not? Anything's possible in wrestling, right?
Absolutely. Chris?
I don't think so, other than one thing that could be cool is if during Solo's match he looked over and saw some of the crazy puppet characters come to life like we saw at Bray's return at Extreme Rules. That would be cool if they brought those back and had them out there messing with Solo.
That would be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot of fun. All right, so we're going to start to wrap this episode up, but before we go, first, I'm going to have Tazzy talk about what he has coming up on his channel, how you can support him, and where you will see him over the next week or so. So, Tazzy, I'm going to turn it over to you first.
Yeah. So obviously we got NXT tonight. I couldn't write it down, so I actually I'm used to a cheat. I'm a cheat website. Oh, whatever. Anyway, tonight is huge. Tonight is huge for NXT because what happened last week and a lot of other stuff that's not finished. We are building towards Vengeance Day, which they haven't announced where it's at yet, but we are gearing up for that.
Sorry for all my notifications over here.
I thought it was part of it. That was awesome.
It's me. It's me. I'm the problem right now.
That's crazy. We have Ava to address the future of the NXT championship. I didn't think I would ever hear that. If you was going to do that, I get why you wanted to keep Obafemi strong, but shoot, you wanted to just let Leon Slater just win the title. Like I was just saying, but they want him to be undefeated with the title. Well, he ain't not technically undefeated, so you could have did that. You could have did that. Izzy Dame celebrates the NXT North American title win. Dude, Tatum Paxley like, hey, I beat you, so I should be able to get a title shot, right? Or there is a rumor about somebody's coming back very, very soon on TV. I ain't gonna say no names. All I know is I heard this name before on Friday. So Friday the movie, you get it? Okay, we're gonna stop. Anyway, load of advice on balance. Exactly. Load of advice about Claudia Jordan. That's for the men's speed championship. I can't wait to get rid of that title. I'm not gonna lie to you. Anyway, Joe Hendry. Okay. Takes on the Olympics in a no disqualification match. So shenanigans. Plus, who is up for the NXT Women's title? Who's up for that? Who's next? We'll find out tonight. Other than that, we are free. Obviously, I'll be here on this channel for the rest of the week. But Monday, huge. This is what we got. We got Monday Night Raw starts with this stupid thing. Come on. Monday Night Raw, we will start at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I think that's right.
Yowie wowie.
Sorry. 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Sorry. 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That will start. We got Monday Night Raw. After that, we got the National Championship at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Big game. Come here and watch it with me. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a good game. I am not expecting a lot of offense out of it. I expected a lot of defense in a fast game because everybody going to be running. So just a heads up on that. Other than that, we'll be back, of course, the next NXT. Next week is going to be huge, too, because Saturday Night Main Event is next Saturday, too. I completely forgot about that. So I don't think we got any more weekends off for the rest of the month.
Busy man.
Busy man.
Busy man. Yeah, man. As we do, Chris, close us out, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. I didn't expect this direction with Solo taking the lantern and everything, so I'm super stoked to see where this goes. Like I said before, there's so many cool things they could do, so many different ways, different angles they could play with this. So I'm excited to see where it's going.
Absolutely, man. As am I know many people that are watching this video. We're very excited right now. So Tazzy talked about being here the rest of the week, and you see what we have the rest of the week there. A lot of TNA stuff. Big week for TNA wrestling. So come join us for that. Thursday night will be their debut episode on AMC, and then we'll be back on Saturday for TNA Genesis. So come check us out. Come join us. Even if you haven't watched TNA, it's a good time to get into it. So come check us out. Also, because we've had so much to talk about during this episode, I haven't done this once, I don't think. If you don't mind, please drop a like on the video. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. We're so glad you're here. Please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know when we have future content. So, fellas, thank you both so much. good discussion as always, and really look forward to what we get this week on us. So I think Solo done effed up, we'll say.
Yeah.
You know what I think he should do? You rerun think what he should do? He should run.
Yep. All right, folks. Well, thank you all so much. Please stay safe. Enjoy the wrestling this week. Go join Tazzy this evening and watch NXT because it's going to be good. But we're heading out of here. Again, thank you all so much, and we will see you next time. Take care.
I am the color red in a world full of black and white.
Brace for the change, brace for the rage, brace for the wave. I've been going through it. Y'all know the pain, driving insane, deep in your veins. Y'all know how I prove it. Step through the lanes, gripping the grain. Miles an hour, yeah, miles of fluid. Mask on, asking, why should I do it? Because no one is moving. I came from the swamp, the mud. Algorithm told me I was the plug. Fear for the fiend, you know what I mean. I've been through all of the lesson and hugs, and that is because I bet in all hope will enter here. So listen clear, I made your dreams. Fireflies don't disappear.